Welcome to this series where we are playing the 1.8 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival. This was released in June 2022. Now, before we get started, I just want a double apology. The first one is that I'm not really able to respond to your comments before on the previous video, because what I'm actually doing at the moment is having a bit of an odd weekend, and I've got a little bit fixated on what I want to do in this series, especially dealing with these full moons. So what I'm effectively doing is recording multiple videos within a few days, and the second reason for doing this is that I'm having a quiet weekend, but I've got a busy week coming up. So I thought what I wanted to do was make as much progress with this series as possible. That means it's impacting on my other videos, say for Reforged Eden and the Seven Crosses. I've also got a bit of a dilemma in the sense that my Lusitani campaign has come to an end, and I'm trying to do a bit of work on decide what I want to do that's new. But what I will say is, if any of you guys got suggestions of games that you might like to see, feel free to chuck it in the comments, and I can't guarantee that I'll do them. And if you follow the channel, you're probably aware of the type of games that I do, which is city building games. I am thinking about Captains of Industry, and also I'm thinking of a permadeath series for No Man's Sky, although there's only I think there's only about a week left on the current expedition, so I probably will want to wait to see whether Hello Games drop another expedition on. Apologies if any of you are not interested in that. I just want to get that off my chest and give you guys an explanation of what I'm doing at the moment. I'm kind of at a bit of a crossroads. Anyway, talking of crossroads, I've had a little bit of a rethink, and I kind of want to stay with the spirit of this new mission. So for that reason, I have a plan. Now, what I've done is I've moved all these two portable constructors up here and moved all my stuff from the convoy up here. Now, the plan I was talking about in the previous part was to build a CV, and I'm very curious. In fact, I think somebody actually posted a comment on the video about the progression of this mission. And I'm just very curious to find out how Elyon are going to guide new players to get off the ground. So what we're going to be doing is trying to follow the spirit of the mission, which is obviously meant for players to spend a bit of time here using the teleporters to move between the moons. And also, and I'm kind of been looking at the different planets here, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but that one says multiple anti-aircraft turrets detected. Water is a great. I mean, this looks like it's a snow planet, and Omicron has changed to a temperate prairie, which is one of the new biomes. And I'm wondering whether the mission is going to take us to Omicron, and it's only 5.3 astronomical units away, which we could do with a warp-enabled SV. So I'm going to shift the focus a little bit away from trying to build a CV. I did get a comment someone said about the shape of this ship. Now, there's possible that we could put a warp drive into this ship, because the way it's been built is to make it upgradable. In fact, I think if I just show, see, we've got an O2 station there. So what we're going to do, guys, this is the plan. We're going to go to Akua using the SV, which means we're going to have to go through space, and then the idea is we're going to build a base on Akua. Let me just turn the thrusters on. We want to get moving. So we're going to go up through, get to Akua by driving them through space. Now, I'm assuming that there won't be much in the way of hostiles, because we've got no weapons on this ship. What we're going to do is build a base on Akua, try and collect all the 16 items that the game seems to want us to look into, and then see how the actual game wants us to get to, I'm assuming, Omicron, for example, or something like that, and then see whether there's any guidance towards getting a CV to be able to move on. So that's the plan. And the reason I want to put a base in Akua is simply because it's the starter planet, and I'm very curious to find out what's exactly going on out there, or starter moon actually. So we're out in space. I can't see a thing. It's absolutely black. It's like the moons are on the other side of the rings. Let's just throw out a scan, see if we can find. Where are the moons? Looks like there's an asteroid field there. There's a couple of things out here that are... There's Masperon. I don't really want to go to Masperon. I want to go to Akua. Wow, looks like there's something in there, but I'm not going to wander in there because I've got a couple of Gatling guns, but I've got no ammunition. So I'm a little bit worried about that. So we're going to have to do this the hard way, guys. Hopefully nothing's going to come out of there and attack us, because otherwise it could be game over. Okay, right, welcome back. This is Commander. I'm tracking a weak communication signals coming from Omicron. Oh, wow. Can I get that on the PDA? Just solo missions, information. This is Commander. I'm tracking a weak communication signal coming from Omicron, the arid planet, and the arid planet. That unknown signal being detected in orbit zone between the full moons. Use your ship to define the range. So it wants us to go in the asteroid field, but I'm not going in there because that is flashing red. And I've got no defenses. I can't even get out of the ship with the EVA boost. Okay. Sorry, back again. Let me just see if I can find the PDA log again for the mission. Unknown signature, planet or solars. We should follow the signal. So more about the Tashkent. They want us to go into that asteroid field. Well, I'm not going to go into that asteroid field until we got some ammunition. I don't care what the game says. But that is going to be something that we're going to check out. I think that confirms that we need to get to Akua, and they want us to explore that asteroid field with an SV. Anyway, I'm going to carry on going to Akua, and I'll be right back once I get there. Right, here we are, guys. We're just come through the atmosphere. We're coming down on Akua, and the first thing we're going to need to do is try and find the obelisk. But I think probably unlike what I did back on Ningas, I think because we can maneuver here, we're going to check out some of these terminals. Now I can't carry that much, but what we can do is look for those tokens, because they do seem to be inside of the building. We could also look at a base, but I'd rather have the base close to the things. It says an excavation site with an interesting energy signature. The site appears to be deactivated. Maybe turning it on will help us and at least provide some interesting insights. Ever since the thing in the cellar suddenly came to life, nothing has gone right. Breakdowns, equipment, malfunctions have been frequent. I hear a voice in my head. The pro-Jin Timor has been again urged Tash information is unavailable at the moment. Has possibly sealed the entrance and isolated the console up here from the network. We can at least still maintain operations. Hardly think there's any good. So it looks like we got a little bit of a POI here, but can't really. I'm very loaded at the moment. I didn't use the access outside and get to the lower levels. Right, we're certainly going to come back to that. That's obviously could be part of a mission. I need to... There's a dig site terminal. Okay. Right, we're in Talon territory now. I don't know whether the Talon are going to get upset. But that's a key. Anything else here that's showing up as key? Obelisk. There we are. We need to get to the obelisk. I'm going to tag that. Where is it? Right, let's just get to the obelisk. I need to set up a kind of a base location. Unload the ship and unload myself. So here's the obelisk. There's the site. Now, what I want to do is confirm that we don't have any Xerax on this moon. I don't think there's going to be any Xerax on these moons. So if we can come in here, just turn the power off. So where's the front door? Front door must be around this way. It comes out virtually on the scientist camp here. Because, oh no, it's around the other side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put drop a constructor there. Am I in range of the silver shade? Yes, I am. Now I've got a second. I want to take one constructor with me. Actually, let me just check because I think I was making another constructor. Right, actually, different plan. I'm going to put a second constructor there. I'm going to put some substrate in here. I know I'm kind of going overboard with the. Oops. I know I'm going overboard with the portable constructors, but make one more so that makes sense. Right. What I did off camera is I mined a fair amount of cobalt, but I couldn't bring it all with me because we're going to need to build a base to refine the cobalt. We've also got the small constructor that we're going to need and other bits and pieces. So the left hand one, we're going to, oops, put all this stuff in. And that can go in as well. Don't want to put that. We'll put that into the other one. You into there. Right, guys. I'm just going to unload all this, and I'll be right back. Right, last load. What I've done is I've got quite a lot of power in there. I've also brought some ice with me, so we're now in a position that can go into there as well. Now, of course, I can go in here in theory, use the teleporter to bring across the items from there, but we're not going to do that in this part. I'll do that off camera. It's going to be a bit grindy. And I'm not going to worry too much about the base. I'm really interested in that point that we came down on. What we will do though is just have a little bit of a giant round, and I don't think there'd be any hostiles around here, but we pick all the local plant protein. Cool. One, we can make some bandages. I've got some plant fiber with me, but also it means that by the time we come back again, all this would have grown up and made us all a little bit happy. I think this would be the ideal place for a base, because one, it's a bit flat. Two, we've got resources. And when I'm talking about a base, if I can confirm that there's no Xerax or we're not going to get a base attack, what we'll probably do is just build a very simple open plan base. Something I haven't done for a very long time. So we'll just come in here, turn the process back on. Keep everything in the fridge. Got a nice supply of stuff here. Actually, bring this back here. Where's the plant fiber? Okay, I'm just going to need to get the plant fiber. Oh. Well, we'll do that. We'll do that anyway. So let me just come in here. Fridge. We'll split the difference. Put that 6 there. Another 6 there. Put that there. Keep that there for the moment. And we'll just go. Right, got portable constructor in case we need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll make another 6 of these. Where are we going now? Oh, yeah, we need to get back to that location which we came down on. I'm very interested to find out what this actually is. But at the same time, we're just going to shoot across here and find out. Right, we found the local chief. I'm not settlement chief. We're not going to do that. I just want to do this dig terminus first. And we're also on... There's quite a lot of resources here. But there's no... As far as I can see, we're not in Talon territory. Let me just have a swoop round here and see what we got. Then we go back to the dig sites. Right, we've got carbon on the moon. It's worth noting that if you're doing this start in Reforged or Project Eden, I don't think Project Eden has yet been updated, which is understandable because I think based on these missions, I think Ravian has got a little bit of a challenge to make the changes, so it's not going to be quite as straightforward as you'd think. Right, anyway, let's just get to the dig terminal site. Now, I'm assuming that we're going to have to go down from the outside here. Also got a comment, someone was, and it's who is actually a lot further ahead than me, I'm guessing, that they've actually got to the point with the keeper. And I think they said they actually had a problem accessing one of the loot boxes. And I think this is one of the hazards when you have an update. Oh, okay. We'll have a look around here. What's that? I think we're going down here, aren't we? Unfortunately, that didn't help. Maybe try to open the gate next to it manually. Yep. Okay. Okay, we got infected. Yeah. So wow, got 9 radiation as well. Well, we got Tales of Tash. Damage data pad. I have been observing the local obelisks for the last few days. I placed the network consoles in all 4 obelisks and at camps near the font of knowledge on each moon to not miss the relevant data. I'm pretty sure now that we're here and the system extends to all moons out of the gas giant. It generates a form of energy field at moments. So the system is stable. Obelisks charge it with us and releases it impulses. This is stronger than it may because of the problem with the equipment. Close. Nothing there. Can't hang around. Did I looted him? Is that just it? We can't stay down here too long. Oh, that's a little bit disappointing. I'm getting... so we just had the one infected down here. Oh well. That's the way it goes. Anything this way? Luckily, Elion are not quite as devious as Ravian and Vermilion, especially Vermilion. If you ever play Reforged Eden, check every single corner. Okay, so that's just it. Oh well. Oh great! I have to wake up the right side of the ladder. A lot of radiation here. I would guess that the idea behind this is to introduce new players to the concept of POIs. Got to be a core in here somewhere. Well, we got that multi-tool, a little bit of iron, nothing special though. Although I'd guess that the core might be indestructible in here, so got a tiny amount of resources. Gold ore, oh yeah. I don't think we can convert that to gold bars because I'd like gold for the, what we call it, for an EVA boost. But I don't think we can't convert 1 gold. Right, we're just gonna pick up a little bit of plant fiber here while we're at it. We got some that's the multi. Yeah. It's that habit where just pick that up. We still need to pick up some resources for bandages. That cannot access that, but we can just walk in the side door here. Yep. Oh well. Just go around here. Pick things up. Oops. I think what I am going to do is... Oh, we've got no... Just offload. Keep that. Keep that. Oops, I'm putting this in the fridge. It's a mistake. That can go in the fridge. And then we can shove this in the container controller. We're definitely going to need a base. But I think what I'd like to do here is just exploring Kua for the moment. And we'll see if there's anything other sites here. I'm guessing that somewhere around here may be another one. So we've got a tall plantation there. We've got something over here. Just... Right, we've got tech ruins here. Interesting, a technical structure on a rather rock. Can it be careful approaching looting? It may still be guarded. I've got no weapons. Why can't I? Current location. Right. Game, you have suckered me. Very anti-social. Right, we just stand on the ridge line here. Is that cyborg? There he is. Trying to kill me. Oh, come on. I've just gone to great trouble lengths to kill you. And you're now disappeared in the grass. Oh, there he is. Over there. And that's me. Got robbed there. Trying to kill me. You get there. Let me just get back behind the ship. Got spare parts and coolant. Okay. One thing you can always rely on with this game, and the moment you think you've got it cracked and everything's going great, the game proves you wrong. That's it. So it's just the three. Like it's just the three of them. But we've got a bit more loot in here. A lot of radiation in these sources here. The standard loot. So that's because my suit has probably taken a little bit of damage as well. Oops. And this would be a pretty unpleasant surprise if you were coming up against the guys with just no armor. Okay. There's a little bit more loot in here, if nothing else. Some oxygen. Torch, you can keep your torch, I'm afraid. Minigun ammunition. And still hear a cyborg around. I think there's possibly one still in the area. Yes. I think the way's wandering around. I think this might be on constant spawn, so I'm not going to hang around. That was a little bit of a unpleasant surprise. No grounds for complacency. I think that would be quite an unpleasant surprise for someone here. Anyway, let's just transfer that to spare parts. Can be sold and bought in certain areas. Okay. Well, it's a bit ironic, really, that the one planet you'd think we would be safe on, because this is the one that new players would actually go for. There's lots of these tech ruins around. They're actually guarded by cyborgs. Okay. Oh, we've got our... Gonna have another crack at these guys. Just about... Let's zoom a little bit closer. I'm sure I saw 3 of them. Make sure. I'm absolutely certain there was 3 of them. Okay. Hydrogen. Nothing else here. Flashing. Where we come around the corner and walk into them. Can we actually deconstruct this place? Yep. We can loot this if we need it. Two tech ruins down. Actually, let's just stop at the lake. Put the helmet on. Want up? Hello. Telepod. I was looking for fish, but and of course, because we're underwater, this is a little bit more than what we were getting on Ningus. That's silicon. Got some a little bit of Promethium stone underwater. So, sorry about this, guys, but we're not far off, but the base where we can actually build our own drill modules. So, right, anything? Right, we found Promethium underwater. I'm just gonna mine out a couple of other of these. So I don't think there's Promethium on Akua. Let's just get this. Check the map here. Yeah, so there's no direct Promethium on this, on Akua. So if you want Promethium, but there's loads and loads of what we call it here, plant protein. There's another little, there's some, it's a pentaxid amongst all the, there. So we got pentaxid as well. Loads and loads of plant protein, probably a lot more than we actually need. Of course, if you take the gun off, you can swim. Feature of the game that if you put a weapon on, you sink to the bottom. And just like that. Take it off, and you can swim. No fish though. I'm sure there's fish on Akua. Anyway, we've got enough Promethium to be going on with. We've got a little bit of meat as well. So let's just get back into the ship. Okay, we'll just we'll put that in there. We've got a token. Fridge. Put the eggs in there. Donor controller. Just offload this. Keep that there. Nope. I'll put the one. I think it's 20, isn't it? That'll do. Because what we're going to need to do is make some bandages now. Well, we're not going to get 10, but that'd be okay. Right, we've got carbon over there. We've got other resources in this direction, so we're just going to keep going. It'd be really nice to find the Polaris here, but I don't think we are. I think all we're going to get is the Talon. So anything else potentially? Oh, we've got something down here. We're going to go this direction towards the south and see what we can find. We've got resources. Right, we're going in the direction. Yeah, we're going in the right direction of the other kind of terminal area here. Right, let's just scoot through here. Got in the way of resources. Copper. Yeah, it looks like we've got plenty of resources here to exploit, but what we're interested in is the question marks. Right, we found the activator. Ooh, supply bunker. This is going to be defended. Now this could be a good place to actually. Yeah, I think we'll start trying to conserve a little bit of fuel. Right, we've got to be a bit more focused now. Keep going down through these little broken. Assuming this is going to be the way in. Ah, hey. Game's dropping a hint that you've got to learn how to crouch. That's cool. Ah. So there's like a little bit of a kind of inbuilt tutorial here. Here we've got a shower. We're going to use that. Danger, the building is collapsing. Got a minigun. Not a great fan of the minigun, but we're... Okay, we'll go down again. Ooh, yeah. If we can destroy the core on this, Or just eat that. Yeah, if we could destroy the core, get this med stuff, yeah, that would be brilliant. Wow. Okay. I'm sensing that we're gonna have a bit of an encounter here. Now this could be a pretty cool base if you could open it up from another perspective. Sorry about the prejudice, mate. I could like this as a base. We've got... Wait. I don't know if I'm meant to kill you, but... We've got a door here. Another door here. Okay, where does this go? Yeah, I think this is a hint as a base location. If we could find the core... Right, let's have a little bit of a loot fest. Like that. Belongs to another faction. Oh, yeah, this is a complete base. Nice underground base, and just take what we can. Just need a O2 station. Where's the core, though? That's a wireless connector. Wow. I mean, truthfully, even if we can get the core out and loot this, we can move a lot of this stuff to another level here. Okay. System area, planetary risk assessment global. Okay, now this has got a terminal in it, so it's probably not going to be allow us here. Ingus, Snow Moon, Skillian, Macron. Quite sternly worded subject. Okay. Okay, close. Yeah, that's not. There's the core. Yeah. Well, I don't care, mate. We've got ourselves a base. It's probably completely in the wrong place, but I think if I leave the SV here, I need a core. We got to make a core. Okay. Let me just get up here. Kind of close things. Concrete block thin. So it's a little bit of a trap here. We've got that there, that there. Got this ladder up here. This is a little bit too involved to get through, but then we've got another ladder here. We can open this up. Right, we have a base. Fully equipped. No, we don't have to build lots of stuff. I just need to get a core in it and get this going. We're probably going to need to open up a better entrance. But it's got wireless connectors. We got power. We got a constructor. Right, I need to make a core. I don't think deploy. I don't think I've got. So let's put all this in. Yeah, we need substrate. I'm just going to tag this. I mean, the obelisk is there. Waypoint. Base. I mean, it can save a lot if we don't have to build that with all that storage, and we got a constructor. We've got an activator right next to us as well, so I like that. Right. What we're going to do is thrusters on, lights, action. The obelisk is north of us. Don't think I need that dig site marked anymore, so we can put the scientist. Where's the dig site? Remove the dig site terminus. We don't need that anymore. And we'll just land here. There's my... Oh, hello guys. Haven't seen you for a long time. Let's go and see how friendly or aggressive they are. Two shotgun. Kua is definitely a little bit more dangerous than Ningus, which is... Where's another one? There he is. Well, gotcha. Right, resources. What are you short of? Optical fibers. I thought I brought optical fibers with me. Yeah, I've got some optical fibers here. Okay, let's shove all that in there. We need electronics. Yeah, I thought I brought some electronics with me. Let me just check. Okay, that's not particularly very good. Let me just jump into the ship. Just a bit closer. I think somebody said about putting a turret on the top. I think we might need to do that. Have a look, see, we'll put this in the fridge. Load some of this stuff. Tokens, coolants. Don't seem to have a lot of electronics for some reason, but we can fix that quite easily. Still can't make a core. We have a solution. I'm just going to come up here. Right, we need to make sure we go to the right one. It's Maspron. It's going to go to Ningus. Yeah. We're just going to drop down here. Don't need the weapon because, unlike a Kua, it's not hostile here. Nope, wrong one. There we are. We've got a load of electronics. bring the copper back with us. No, we don't really need the copper. Bring some computers. I'm not going to be able to carry much, but now give me the electronics. Right, so get over to Akua. We are back in Akua. I seem to have got myself ooh, got a lot of damage. Just heal up a bit. Whoops, got myself stuck. Shove that in there. Probably don't need that. I should have dropped off some of this stuff before I actually went to Ningus, shouldn't I? Right, we're gonna build a couple of cores. Probably gonna need them. Just oops. Take the small constructor with us, right? Gonna pick up that. Come here. Gonna pick up the basic stuff we might need. Certainly want the cobalt because we need to be able to refine it. Probably take some electronics. Then probably, I mean, some of this other stuff we're going to move over time. Going to need some fuel cells. We can power the base up. Components. Titanium. Titanium will go quite nicely. Just that into the silver shade. We've got 2 cores. And fridge, how much plant protein we got? Take that with us. I'm just going to jump in the ship. Thrusters on. Thrusters off. The only real possible problem with this base will be the fact how deep it is. Can we still get to? Yeah, we can still get to this. Okay, that's brilliant. I think what we'll do is we'll just drop the core. Where should we put the core? I think we'll put the core just here. Welcome to my base. Let's have a look what we've got. Lots and lots of components, armored doors. We got a crew station. Let's just tidy that up. We've got medical stations which we can take away and use. Very tempted now to build a CV. We got toilets and showers, fuel tanks. What we got? How we got fuel? And we don't have a lot of fuel, but management. The oxygen is there. If we got an oxygen. Hello. Did I kill you by accident? And you're friendly. Sorry about that. More importantly, now we've got a what we got here? We got supply bunker. Can we? Right. This constructor got a repair station. We got a fridge. It says constructor in. What are you on this? So I don't think. I mean, we can It says pallet free. Right, let me just sort this out. What I'm looking for is, I'll go pallet number 3, right? Call this output and see if that is the one that we're looking at. No, it's not. Oh well, we've got playing guessing games. Right, we're going to call you output. Actually, output primary. No, you output primary. No, you're still not. Oh, yep, your output primary. Right. Find you output primary. So what we need to do now is come to here. We've got wireless connections. This is looking good. Constructor. I might put you down as a. Don't want you in there. Just only want building materials. We're gonna have to find other places to store stuff. I think we're gonna put a little bit more fuel in. Not too much, because I want to supply fuel as per kind of basis. I'm gonna kind of have a wander around and gather everything, all the resources from the different vaults and stuff into here, so we can see what we can get. Probably going to need some ammunition and stuff as well. Right, I've done you. We've got our generators here. We've got our fuel tanks. Wireless. Okay. Right, a bit more in there. Gather you up. Got action. Looted you guys, should I? That's okay. Check them all. I mean, some of this stuff we can take apart. Got the oxygen we can put in. That's good. Got this mysterious kind of way out. I'm curious to find out where this goes. How close to the surface we are. What? Doesn't seem to want to. Right, we're just going to put a little bit of a platform here. Actually, what am I doing? Just dig this out like that. There we are. See where we come up. So we just kind of open this up a little bit like that. Kind of create a so what that means is we've now got a way to get back into the base without going down all those steps. So we can come down here, get to our entrance here, which is nicely buried underground, jump down here, and instead of climbing all those ladders, we can come straight down into the base here, open up that. All right, we're just going to keep going round, grabbing stuff. Got an armor locker, look at that. Armor's a little bit beat up, so we're going to have to think about that. We've got a repair locker, which means we can repair armor. Multi-tool, wow. More electronics. Oops. Sorry, wrong one. What I am going to do is get rid of these railings. I know they look very nice and aesthetic, but they're just annoying. Right. next thing on the priority. Right. Is just very quickly put out the small constructor so that we can put the small constructor there. New constructor outputs. Output primary, yeah. Okay, well, so we're going to need to open up the vessel, open up the Gatling guns. Right, we need steel and nitrocellulose. And what I'm going to do is just go and refresh my memory where the med bays are. Because what I'm probably a bit inclined to do is pick the med bays up and move them down. Right. Container controller. No, I want silver shade. I want my nice new supply bunker. We got 16,000, so we're just going to pick that up. Pick up the multi-tool. We're going to make sure we retrieve. We're just going to come back down again. We got concrete up here, so we're just going to... Where's my... Got a clone chamber, we got 2 medical devices, and we got a fridge. I'll put the fridge here against that pillar there. We'll put the mid bay. This is our way in, isn't it? No, this is our way in, isn't it? So we'll put the med bay here. If I'm doing an emergency return to base, and what are we most likely to get? Infected wounds, sepsis, closed fracture, endoparasites. Yes. Okay. You can go there. Clone chamber. Suppose we could put one in here. So should we have an emergency and die? I need junk storage vaults. Where should we put? Which one should we use for storing junk? I think this one would be. This is supply planet 4.1. Oh, we got a container controller here. Where's that? 24,000 in. Okay, guys, I've gone well over time. So what I'll do is, off camera, I will go through and sort the base out. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.